Hello everyone, Sharad here once again, and welcome to this another session of Wednesday Wisdom. Yeah, Wednesday Wisdom is going. yeah. Uh, yeah, today's topic of our Wednesday Wisdom is ear training. Guys, I can't stop talking about ear training because it's very important. Yeah, man. And yeah, for for this time, instead of just talking me, I thought it would be nice to have some different perspective from different people. So that's why I decided to invite one of my friend, fellow guitar player, fellow musician, and who has very good ears, musical ears. so I decided to sit down with him and have a little chat about this topic. I basically just wanted to hear his side of story, his experience and how he has developed his skills, listening skills, and so on. So here is our raw, uncut conversation. Here it is. Welcome everybody to today's Wednesday Wisdom session. And as you have heard, today's topic is ear training. And for this, I have invited one of my good friend, fellow musician, fellow guitar player, and the one who has good ears, not just physically, but musically as well, Topi Raussi. So, hello, welcome Topi, thanks for
having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. So, as you understood, today's topic is ear training, and I just mentioned, I know you have good ears, both physically and musically. So, what do you think about ear training? Is it how important is it, or is it important at all? What do you think about it?
I think it's very important as a musician to have good ears. Sometimes there can be many situations, for example, if you're playing in a band and you are rehearsing, for example, or playing in a gig, and suddenly you have a blackout and you don't know where you are going in song. I think there the ears are very important. That you can hear and understand where the song is going, what chord changes, and then you might come back at some point. Oh yeah, I can see we're going there. And ears really have good hearing, and I think everybody has, if they can hear, they have a good ears, but it's more about training your mind to understand what you are hearing and give some musical conceptions, some names, melodies, chords, and tones, pitches, for example, where we are, what is happening. I think it gives an advantage to a working musician to understand where we are going as a band, for example.
So is it like it's only for a musician in the bandstand situation it is important, or as if you are a composer or arranger, what do you think in that field?
Yeah, I think it's very important also in that field to have good hearing.
So basically, regardless of if you are traveling musicians or you are playing in a bands or gigging, or you are a studio musician, composing, arranging.
Yeah.
So ear training, we could say that ear training is as
important. It's probably very important in all aspects of music, because I think basically what good hearing kind of gives for the musician or composer, whatever, it gives the guy. You can see in your mind what is what you are hearing.
You can visualize.
You visualize, you know,
Yeah.
in your mind, and I think that's very important, so that you don't have to always have an instrument, you know, to find what that pitch is and so on. And if you have some melody on your head, you can, you know, bring it forth to the other people. Tell about it or sing it, play it, whatever. Write it down.
Right. So Topi, by the way, Topi, don't get confused, especially my friends, viewers from Nepal. Topi, this Topi is a Finnish name. Topi in Nepali language, it means hat or cap. So don't get confused with that. It's Topi is a Finnish name. Sounds similar, Nepali Topi, but yeah, just a small point.
You can imagine it like a Finnish version of Toby, let's say. Okay. Going back to our topic. So, how do you practice yourself ear training, or how did you start it, or when you became aware about it? That's very hard question to answer, but I started, I guess, transcribing songs with my guitar. I wanted to play some songs that I didn't find tabs or notes or chords, you know, on the internet. So I thought I probably could figure it out on my guitar, and probably my first way of training my ear was, you know, just hearing the music and then trying to copy it with my guitar. That was my first step, and I did that for quite some years, and I still do it. It's very important. You should do it also. I think, then the actual ear training, you know, like practicing some musical concepts like melodies, arpeggios, chord progressions, how bass line is going, etc. I started in 2016 at Kymi Conservatory from Kotka. There we had a couple of courses in solfeggio, where you sing melodies, and you have, you know, this system where you name each scale degree with a different name. Like starting from major scale, you have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So the do stands for the first degree of major scale, and then you can, you know, alter some notes in that scale. So you can basically sing in any kind of mode or in different scales, jazz, minor, harmonics, whatever. And well, we mostly practiced in major and, you know, like melodic minor stuff. We had some written out melodies, and we, you know, give the names first to the notes. This is do, this is mi, etc. And then we, you know, try to sing them. And those solfeggio names kind of, you know, helped me, you know, to interlock some different intervals much better. That I immediately had this, you know, feeling in my head how it's going to sound if there is like fa, mi, and so on.
So you can visualize it right away.
Yeah, kind of visualize it, but, you know, as I have started as a guitar player, I always visualize the guitar fretboard. I can't help it. I mean, that's because I started with that. That's my route, you know, the bass.
Yeah. So basically, with that naming system like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So basically, you were practicing scales, singing the scales and intervals.
Yeah, melodies
right?
also. We had some uh, assignments that we had to write down some melodies down from some songs without instruments, just using our hearing and the solfeggio system and so on and yeah.
And what about okay, those were probably like single line melodies. What about hearing harmonies?
Yeah, we had also that, and I think the same goes on there as well. We first practiced when we hear chord progression. We start with the bass first. We write the bass down first, and then we after that we sing each chord from up to down the pitches,
Yeah, from bass.
It doesn't really matter the voicing of the right hand chord might be on a piano.
Yeah.
But it's just that you find the chord singing it as an arpeggio up and down.
Yep.
And then this chord changes. Okay, you have the bass note. You can find the next bass note going up or down the scale, or you just can't hit it right away if you know what it is. And we then sing the next chord and then go to the next and just do and repeat that kind of stuff. I still use that sometimes for trying if I have some assignments in school that I have to hear some sort of progressions. I still use that method, and it kind of helps me, to find the chord tones and every what kind of is major, minor, and but it kind of fastens up when you keep on doing it. First you hear the one chord, probably okay, this is one chord, but C major, then it goes to F, and then you might practice some more difficult progressions also, but for I think it's very good method, that solfeggio. You can basically learn anything with it.
Yeah.
I think.
So basically, when you practice, you sing those notes.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just for example, in our first in Jamk's music listening class, we had very difficult chord progressions that didn't really kind of make sense at all. No, you wouldn't hear those kind of progressions anywhere. So I used that method. So we had some assignments.
Yeah.
We had this crazy chord progression, and then we check it out what it is, and okay, it's that, okay, and all those chords, and and then I kind of practice it, with piano probably or guitar. It doesn't matter. You hit the chord, you find the bass note first, and then you can use the solfeggio to go up and down the arpeggio. This chord as an arpeggio, it kind of helps to interlock those small details. Is it minor 7 flat 5, or is it diminished 7 chord or whatever, and you go to the next one. You just rinse and repeat those things. And I also, if I want to learn more, to get those different kind of musical concepts in my head and in my system, I practice it in circle of fifths.
Right.
First just one, the written key, and then I start to go the circle of fifths, so that I can
so basically
interlock the intervals between the chords and the progression and everything.
Yeah.
Because I think when I started with guitar, transcribing things, I have kind of developed an perfect pitch, but it's not really that clear. I mean, I know few notes that come. I immediately know this C. I immediately know that that's C. I don't need to.
So you have
it.
almost.
But I think if I would refine it, I probably would have.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know, that has been kind of challenge also, because in a conservatory, when we had melody written in C, and then I would have to sing it in F.
Yeah.
I get in trouble in that,
Yeah,
you know,
I can
because
imagine, yeah.
but for some people it's no problem at all. They just can, you know, give one, you know,
Yeah.
this is do. They don't even know the pitch,
Yeah.
and they just can sing it right away. So
Yeah.
that's why I always practice in circle of fifths, because.
So basically you practice in all 12 keys.
Yes, I do it that way, because otherwise I feel quite uncomfortable with the different melodies. If you know that there's some, okay, I have to practice the Lydian melodies to get it in my head, and okay, it has been on C major all the time, C Lydian, and then I don't know what is coming to the next assignment, or you know the
Exam.
Exams, yeah.
Exam.
So I get kind of nervous if it's in different key. I might not, you know, hear the intervals as well. So I practice them, and you know, also that one thing that I didn't say is that when you can sing it, you can hear it.
Right.
I mean that's one thing.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, when I practice those melodies or chord progressions, and for let's say a half an hour a day or something, if I have to, you know, be good at it to an exam or something.
Yeah.
So I walk out of school after the practicing, and then I start to hear the melodies, and you know, I can switch the key if I want to, the different key, and you know, sing the melody in my head or the chord progression, and just hear, you know, the small little details. For example, 4 chords, you know, like, you know, is it minor 7 or minor 6 or minor major 7 or whatever.
So can we say that to develop good ears, you have to sing, right?
Yeah, that's probably the most important thing, you know. That will automatically, you know.
Yes, exactly.
You know.
That's what actually I've been telling from a long time. I have done some videos, and I will do more as well. But in my videos, I've been telling all the time that singing is very important. So if you can sing, you don't have to have a beautiful voice. You don't have to be a singer, you know.
No.
Just sing. As long as you sing in tune, that will definitely improve your ears, right?
Yeah, it's inevitable. Inevitable. Yeah. So sorry, my vocabulary is kind of rusty. I haven't spoken English in quite some time. But yeah, that's probably the most important thing.
But hey, let's get back to this. You mentioned this perfect pitch. What do you think perfect pitch? Is it something? I mean, I understand it's a by-born gift some people have.
I don't know.
But what do you think? Do you?
I think.
Wish to have that?
I don't really have any preferences, because I mean, I only have my ears and my perspective, how I feel the music and hear it, and you know, I have this feeling, you know, that for example, difference between E minor and B minor, there are some, and you know, the circle of fifths, that you know, that it goes to a different kind of sound when you go down the up or down the fifths in a key. I think I have a feeling that probably most people have perfect pitch, in a sense that, you know, that when you hear a C, it comes as C to everybody's ear. That I don't think that is to some people here and other people hear it there. I think the C is this, and green is green, blue is blue, and so on. It's more about, you know, the interlacing that pitch in your ear and in your mind, that you can comprehend what the color of the tone is. I think. And I think when you practice it enough, just, you know, probably in circle of fifths or whatever, melodies, chords, you name it, I think you will start to hear, or you probably already do hear, but you will start to understand and comprehend, you know, what kind of what that note is, what chord is that, and what exact chord is that. You know, you can just, you know, walk around and somebody just comes around and plays F major 7. Oh yeah, that's F major 7, you know, or some. I think it's just about, you know, how much you do it. And there's probably some variety from people to people, but, you know, I think it's possible to, you know, learn it to some
if
people.
If you just practice more every day, then one day you will develop. Right?
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, it's very hard to say because it's very personal subject.
Exactly.
Hearing music, because you know, you can't, you know, have another guy's experience, you know, how he or she is hearing music, but you can, you know, talk about it together, you know, how you feel about it when you hear that chord or something. Do you always, you know, hear it that way, or is it for somebody that can't find anything? Just if somebody says this is the door, okay, then I can, you know, start looking around what's happening.
Right. But hey, one another thing came into my mind. You know, we guitar player, we are kind of guilty of, you know, just practicing guitar and running scale up and down and trying to be fast as possible, and, you know, just we kind of knowingly or unknowingly we tend to neglect those like theory stuffs and ear training stuffs, and we're just, you know, busy noodling around the guitar. What do you suggest for let's say anyone who wants to start practicing ear training, you know, from level 0? What would you suggest?
Well, I think it's good that, you know, if guitarist knows his scales, you know, he has his tools, you know, to check if his singing is right. You can start first sing, for example, the scales with the guitar, and try to be as much as in the pitch as possible, and do it slowly. You don't need to hurry when you're singing.
Right.
So,
but playing, you have to be.
You have to be so fast, man. But okay, just concentrate that you're in the pitch and you know what you are singing. You don't have to use the solfeggio names. It's not necessary to improve your ear, but it's one tool. If you're interested, you can check it out, of course. But, you know, usually that is taught to children at very early age. That they start to, you know, internalize those names and, you know, pitches together.
So, one don't have to do this do re mi.
No,
they can just say
you can
do
just,
da
you
di
can,
da di da da, whatever,
you can
right?
just do whatever you want. You know, the point is that, you know,
the pitch,
and you understand what you are. Okay, you're in C major, and you're singing the C, which is the root note, and you have to feel that, you know, that you are in the root. And then just, you know, go along the scale with the guitar, then try to do it without the guitar, and then you can try, you know, check the pitch once in a while. You're, you know, in pitch, and then I probably suggest that you try different scales also. The circle of fifths is very great, because I think when you know it in 12 different keys, then the intervals kind of start to lock in much better.
Right.
And you can practice scales, arpeggios, four chords as arpeggios, because we cannot sing. Most of us can't sing, but only one.
One note at a time.
At a time.
Yeah, not,
but you
not
can
polyphonic.
but you can practice
Yeah.
chords by singing them as arpeggios while you're listening to the chords.
Right.
And then you can also do it without, just from up to down to up and down,
Yeah.
back, and then the next chord and so on. Try some different progressions. Circle of fifths is nice also. So sing the same chord in circle of fifths, or then just progression in circle of fifths and everything. I always recommend using circle of fifths, and if you know how to find these things with your guitar, you can use it as your guiding tool to help you stay in pitch.
Right.
And you should try it with your instrument a couple of times, to make sure that you're in pitch, and then you should leave your instrument and try to sing them without the instrument, and be very confident about your pitch. And I think it will develop by its own time, and for some it might take longer time. Some might internalize those things very fast.
Right.
But if you keep doing those things, you probably will get better at it.
It will eventually come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really any mystery, I think, to, for example, playing guitar or any instrument or singing. You just have to do it,
Right.
And you have these musical concepts, you have scales, you have some interval patterns, melodies, chord progressions, chords, you name them all.
Yeah.
Just need to keep on doing them and try to use the circle of fifths. I mean, I just can't say it enough. It's very important, because then you know one thing way better than if you just sing it. The one thing in just one key.
Right.
If you know it in 12 keys, you kind of know it 12 times better.
Yeah. And there is no other key. There is no 13th key, only 12th key.
Yeah.
That's it. Only 12 keys.
In Western music.
Yeah. But hey, I think those were really wise words of wisdom, I would say, from Topi Raussi.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think it was.
Thanks.
Yeah. So you heard the suggestions, what you are supposed to do, what you have to do if you want to improve your ears. So Topi, thank you very much for your words of wisdom for my Wednesday wisdom session. So
thank you.
Yeah, so pleasure to have you here. Thank you.
Thanks.
So that was the conversation I had with Topi. Hopefully it has helped to broaden up your understanding regarding ear training. And also would be nice to hear your side of story, your achievements, your experiences, your struggle, regarding ear training, and how are you dealing with it, how are you practicing, stuff like that. So feel free to write those things in the comment section. I would really appreciate that. This is this much for today, this time. For next time, then I would come with another topic for our Wednesday wisdom thing with some wise words regarding music. Till then, see you.